I was in the abandoned building over there on and off for maybe a year. I wrote a poem about what my life was like when I was sleeping in that abandoned building. The stench emanating from unwashed feet in abandoned buildings on a dead-end street. No place to even lay your head. A cardboard box, your only bed. Milk crates strewn about used as chairs, while some replaced the missing stairs. Racked with disease, sickness, and strife. This is the story of the homeless life. When the riots first took place, we're sitting on our steps and we see people coming past. They're throwing bricks and bottles. They breaking the windows out of the furniture store, and all hell was breaking loose. And it's pretty much all the way down, and you see stuff burning everywhere, but the pool room did not get burned, and all the other black-owned stores over here did not get burned. There were a lot of innocent people that got caught up in this whole fray, me being one of the innocent people. And I have a gun trained on me at the age of 13. And I guess, that did affect me. Step right up for your street sense. All donations will be appreciated. My name is David Denny. Our mission is to raise public awareness on the issues of homelessness and poverty in our communities. When I first found Street Sense, I was sleeping on the streets at this time. I was addicted to drugs, alcohol, and I was just coming home from prison. And I was trying to find a way to be productive in our society.
Street Sense Media is a full-spectrum media company that evolved out of a newspaper, which was our first project. Now it has grown over the last few years to include film and photography and theater and graphic design and illustration, giving men and women who are homeless a chance in very powerful ways to tell their stories to a broader community.
When I really found out that at Street Sense Media, you could actually share your stories and share your poems. And that was a way for me to express myself.
What Street Sense Media is all about is giving folks an opportunity to use the talents and agency that they have to self-express, to tell their story. In doing that, it helps them regain a sense of self-esteem and power over their lives.
I lived the cycle of homelessness, incarceration, and drug addiction, and I was in and out of prison about 5 different times, just in and out.
David was sleeping on porches, abandoned buildings, sort of anywhere that he could find that felt safe to him. And I think in some ways he had sort of given up, that he was going to find a place that would work for him.
A couple of years ago when I was looking for housing, that's when I met Colleen. And she was really helpful in me getting housing. I call Colleen my guardian angel. She was really inspiring. I mean, every time I wanted to give up and say this can't happen, Colleen said, David, yes it can.
No one was telling him where he had to live. He had a stake and was picking where he got to live, and he had control over his life. And I think that that is fundamentally the most important part of this whole process.
When I first got that apartment, and the first morning I woke up, I jerked for a minute because I didn't know where I was at. And then I realized, hey, I'm in my own apartment. Having housing means, to me, one word, independence. And it's kind of funny, is because, see it right across over here? I used to squat in this abandoned building right here. I chose this place simply because I could look out that window and remember where I came from, or at least remember that I used to be homeless there. And I feel fortunate because now I'm able to live a productive life. I can live like a human being instead of living like some gutter rat. When I look at that, it keeps me kind of grounded because I have an alternative. I can be here or over there, but it depends on how I live and what I do in life right now.